guys, I posted like a playlist if you wanted to put some music onto this as you go, but as Elena said, just mute the microphone, otherwise it will come through and sound a bit weird for everyone. But you can start it kind of as soon as you like, and we're going to begin the practice with just a little bit of grounding, so a little bit of breathing. And I'll recommend coming down onto your back to begin with, just so we can start nice and chill. So coming on down as you feel ready. And as you make your way onto your back, just find a nice open shape. We're extending out nice and long through the legs and extending out through the arms as well. So our Shavasana kind of shape. And if I didn't introduce myself, I'm Amy. I'm so excited to be practicing with you guys. So as you come on down into this Shavasana shape, just take a little tuck under of your tailbone to lengthen through the spine. And a little tuck under of the shoulder blades to open through the chest. And if you feel comfortable to do so, just close the eyes down or soften the gaze a little bit. And we'll take a nice big deep breath in. And a clearing breath out. One more nice inhale breath. And let it go, exhale. Just give yourself these first few moments of the practice to really arrive. I think particularly working from home, it can be hard to disassociate between your workspace, your living space, and then a space to practice some yoga. So with the eyes closed down, just start to allow the body to get real heavy, really relaxed. And start to notice the rhythm of your breath. So there's no need to make any changes just yet to the breath. Just notice softly the way that it's moving in and out of your body. And then in your own time, just start to slowly deepen the breath. So send it a little deeper down into the pit of your belly. Like you're trying to inflate the space behind the belly button. Let the breath overflow up into the chest and ribcage. And then take a slow, controlled exhale. Breathing right into the belly, deep down. Then up into the chest and ribcage. And a slow, controlled, steady exhale breath. Take it from here at your own pace, just with a focused awareness on the control of your breath. Nothing stressful or straining, just gentle control of the way that the breath is moving to really make the most out of each and every inhale and exhale that you take. And as you breathe slowly and deeply like this, start to notice the felt sensation. Like as you breathe in deeply, can you feel a sense of lightness? And as you breathe out slowly and softly, can you feel a sense of ease and of release? Breathing in for lightness and for spaciousness. And out for softness, ease, and calm. A few more moments here, just like this, with focused awareness in the breath. The thing with our yoga practice is that we take this quality of breath with us as we move throughout the whole practice. So it's easy to feel this felt sensation when we're in stillness and we're on our backs, but know that you've got it when things become maybe a little more challenging as well. When you're holding a deep stretch or a challenging posture, you can tap back into that steady rhythm of breath. Breathing in lightness and space, and breathing out softness and ease. Let's just take 3 more breaths here, slow and steady, nice and deep. Big inhale to fill up. Steady, slow exhale. Final time, big breath in. This time, part the lips and sigh it out. From there, let's start to bring just a little bit of movement into the body. So a little wriggle through fingers and toes, ankles, wrists. It might feel quite nice to take a big stretch, reaching the arms up and overhead and pointing through the toes. And then nice and gently start to guide the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little cuddle. And as you hold onto the tops of your shins, take a gentle rock from side to side, feeling a soft massage through your low back. Let the shoulders relax back and down. And take a few more slow and steady deep breaths here. And 1 more breath in. Big breath out. Nice and gently release the left foot down to the earth, let it ground down, and then kick your right heel up towards the ceiling, grabbing a hold of the back of the right thigh, anywhere that you can find a nice grip. Flex the toes down towards the face, feel a nice big stretch through the hamstring, and then start to draw nice big circles through your ankle. So take it one way for a few reps. Trying to make the circles as big and as exaggerated as you can. Get out all those little creaks. And then take it the other way as you feel ready. Nice big circles through the ankle. From here, nice and gently, we'll move into our easy figure 4 stretch. So you'll place the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Keep a big flex in the toes. And then press the right thigh away from you to the front of the room. You can either stay here if you're feeling a nice strong stretch. If you'd like a little more, thread the hands through to find a grip on the back of the left thigh or on the front of the shin. The shoulders relax back and down, the tailbone grounds, and you're trying to press the right thigh forward. And if you'd like a little more juicier, switch or start to shift your weight gently towards the left. You should feel a little more there. And just breathe slowly, steadily into the hips. 1 more full inhale. Steady exhale breath. Nice and gently releasing what you've got. We'll switch it straight over. So the right foot grounds down. Keep the left heel up towards the ceiling. And then find a grip on the back of the left thigh, anywhere that you can find. And then nice big circles through the ankle of the left foot. Drawing it one way. Nice, slow, steady breaths, and then taking it the other way as you feel ready. 1 more big inhale. And then your exhale, take you to your figure 4 stretch. Left ankle to the top of the right thigh this time. Pressing the left thigh away from you. Flex through the left toes. So you're trying to draw the toes towards the knee. And then either pause there or thread the hands through and find a grip on the back of the right thigh or the front of the shin. Nice big flex here, and then maybe a gentle shift of the weight over towards the right to find a deeper stretch. Do your best to keep the shoulders grounded, tailbone grounded. 1 more big inhale breath. Steady exhale. Nice and gently release both feet down to the mat. Bring your arms out nice and wide with the palms facing up. And just take a gentle windscreen wipe with the knees from side to side to softly rinse out through the spine. Not too long here, just a couple of sweeps. And then nice and softly back to center to hug knees in towards the chest. 1 more squeeze. And then find the backs of your thighs as you start to rock and roll up and down the length of your spine. Taking as many rocks as you like, and then eventually we'll make our way to tabletop. So you can either cross over at the shins or shift the legs to one side as you make your way over, stacking wrists underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Now from here, we'll move just through a gentle cat and cow. So inhale breath, we'll dip through the belly, draw the heart forward, shoulders back. And then exhale breath to round through the spine, hugging chin to chest. Just a couple more rounds here. Inhales to dip and exhales to arch. And notice how you can use that rhythm of your breath to guide the movement of cat and cow. How the inhale provides you more space to draw forward, to draw the shoulders back. And the exhale presses the ground away, spreading the shoulder blades across your back. And it's probably just you in the house, maybe, at the moment. So if it feels good, you might start to move a little differently here without worrying too much what it looks like. So I find I kind of like to sway my hips a little from side to side to get a little bit of space through the side of the body. And then from there, you can sit the weight back to child's pose. You can shift a little forward. You might even close your eyes down so you can start to get a real feel for how it feels good to move, where all the sticky and tight spots are in the body. Just a couple more breaths here to feel it out. One more big breath in to a steady breath out. Nice and gently, let's tuck the toes. Shift the weight back towards the heels for just a moment, taking a stretch through the soles of the feet. Keep the hands landed and notice how if you shift the hips gently from side to side, you take a deeper stretch through the feet. If you're feeling quite comfortable here and you'd like more, begin to walk the hands back any amount. You might keep the hands to the earth for more support. If you're feeling like you'd like a deeper stretch, bring the hands to the thighs and lift the chest up, drawing the shoulders back and down. We'll just take 3 big breaths, whatever you're holding, focusing back in on that felt sensation of your breath. Lightness as you breathe in and softness as you breathe out. One more nice big breath in, steady breath out. Nice work. If the hands aren't there already, place them back down to the earth and untuck the toes. It might feel nice to pat the tops of the feet down. Give yourself a little space. From here, we'll come all the way down onto the belly into what we call our Sphinx pose. So you're on your belly and you're stacking your elbows underneath your shoulders. And then your palms are out in front of you, fingers are spread nice and wide, like you could grip into the fingertips. Gazing back behind you for just a moment, make sure the feet are about hip width apart, and then press the tops of the feet down super firmly. Squeeze your butt, your glutes, which you should feel lengthen out through the low back. And then gripping with your fingertips, start to pull the chest forward into this open and gentle heart opening position. Just a gentle tuck of the chin so the neck is long. You might even press the pelvis down to the earth to find a little more space. One more big breath in. Exhale will lower us all the way down onto the belly. Hands under shoulders to slide back to child's pose from here. So bring the knees nice and wide. Big toes come to touch as the hips sink down to the heels. And before you soften in too deeply, walk the hands over towards the left-hand side of your mat or even off onto the ground outside of the mat. Taking a nice big stretch down the right side of our waist, letting the chest sink down. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, place the right hand on top of the left, interlacing the fingers to really start to sink the right hip down more. Bigger stretch down the right side waist. Just take one more deep inhale. Big exhale breath. And then nice and gently creep the hands back through center and over towards the right hand side, either of the mat or off onto the floor. Option to place the left hand on top of the right there, so that as you sink the hips down lower through the chest, you find a deeper stretch down the left side of your body. Just one more big breath in. Big breath out. Nice and gently we'll draw back to center. Land the palms to shift forward into your tabletop position. Setting up for our first downward facing dog. Before we do, have a little look at your hands. Make sure the fingers are spread as far apart as you can, so that as we move up into our downward facing dog, we can literally grip into the fingertips rather than landing all the weight in the heel of the hand. So make sure you've got that little grip in the fingertips like you're a cat trying to claw into your mat. From there, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and send the hips up and back. And if you're like me, that first down dog is a little sticky, so take a little pedal through the legs, bending and straightening into one leg at a time. Noticing how this grip of the fingertips starts to support you from the arms. So grip down firmly and really press the ground away from you as you start to breathe into the back chain of the body. Just one more big breath in. Big breath out. Nice and gently walk the hands to the back of the mat. So one handprint at a time. The hands will meet your feet until you're in a forward fold. Now really take a generous bend into the knees here and grab a hold of opposite elbows into your ragdoll position. So bend into the knees, arms grab opposite elbows, and then release all the tension through the head and neck. It's going to be tempting to look down. Your gaze should kind of fall towards your knees. And then you can either soften into a little bit of stillness here if that feels good. Or you can take a sway of the torso from side to side. Bending, straightening through one leg at a time. Anything that feels nice to open up gently into the body. Just one more full inhale breath. And release through the arms on your exhale. Nice and slowly we'll rise to stand. Press through both of your feet as we reach up, look up, guide the palms to touch. Exhale to draw hands to heart center into Anjali Mudra. From here, inhale breath, sweep the arms nice and wide, reach up, look up, palms touch. Exhale to fold forward over soft knees, so deep bend in the knees as we fold. From here, we'll find a halfway lift. So bring your fingertips to your shins and then inhale, draw the chest forward, heart towards the top of your mat, aiming to bring the torso parallel to the ground. You can straighten out through the legs any amount here, but draw your shoulders back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a deep inhale breath. Exhale to fold deeply in half. Let's do it one more time with breath. Halfway lift, shoulders back, belly draws in, and then exhale to fold deeply in half. From here, we'll walk ourselves out to a high plank. So shoulders will stack above the wrist, pressing the ground away. If you're feeling super fiery, feel free to keep the knees lifted. Otherwise, lower the knees down and untuck the toes. Press the ground away as you draw your belly in, and then take an inhale to shift your weight forward. Hug the elbows in, let the elbows graze your ribcage as you lower all the way to the belly. From here, slide the fingertips wide so the hands are just off the sides of your mat and you're on your fingertips, like you've got a little cupcake underneath your hands that you don't want to squash. From there, tops of the feet press down firmly, squeeze your glutes, your butt cheeks. Inhale, breath to lift the chest, rolling cobra. Exhale, we lower all the way down nice and slow. Moving with breath from here, inhale, lift the chest. And exhale to lower all the way down. Last time, inhale, breath, lift up, find that space. And then exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Hands underneath your shoulders, slide back gently to a child's pose, Balasana. Hips to heels, arms reach out in front. And as you sink down into this child's pose, can you try your best to ground the hips any amount towards the heels, and then creep the fingertips a little further forward, lengthening through the spine. One more full breath in. Steady breath out. Nice and gently shift forward to all fours to find downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees and send the hips up and back. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Come high onto your tippy toes, bend through the knees and look forward. We'll make our way to the top of the mat. So you can either take little baby steps or one big step. As you get there, take a halfway lift, so chest parallel to the ground, shoulders draw back, belly draws in, and then exhale to fold deeply in half. Inhale, press through both feet as we rise to stand. Reach up, look up, guide the palms to touch. Pause here at the top. You're going to use your right hand to grab a hold of your left wrist. Both feet will ground down firmly to the earth. Take an inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, lean to the right, press the hips to the left. Good, one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale takes you back through center, and we'll switch our grip. So left hand grabs right wrist. Take one more breath in, grow a little taller. And then exhale to lean to the left, press the hips to the right. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale takes you back through center. Bring palms to touch, lift your gaze. And then exhale to fold forward over soft knees. Take a halfway lift, chest parallel, shoulders draw back. Exhale to fold in half. Come to fingertips here and slowly step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat. As you arrive there, softly lower the back knee down and reach the arms up and overhead. Now, if this feels icky on your back knee, place a towel or a shirt or anything you like underneath the knee to give you extra padding. I actually use twin mats when I'm practicing at home because the ground can be a little hard. But once you find your positioning, do your best to stack the front knee over the front ankle. Lift up a little bit out of your lunge and squeeze your left glute, your left butt cheek on. Reach up through the fingertips and keeping that squeeze of the left glute, start to sink down a little deeper and open through the front of the left hip. Good, take a big breath in, grow a little taller. As you exhale, cactus through the arms, so draw both arms out to 90 degrees. Fingertips will flare and you squeeze the shoulder blades together to open a little more through the chest. You can choose to either stay with this or to clasp the hands behind the back, suctioning the palms together and drawing the shoulders back and down to lift through the chest and open up just a little more. One more full breath in, big breath out. Inhale, release the arms, reach nice and high. Exhale, start to straighten your front leg, shift the hips back and fold forward into half splits. Now this is where you might like either that block or anything that you can grab that will bring the earth a little closer to you. You can keep as much of a bend in the right knee as you need. And I like to slide my front heel forward just a little bit so my hip stacks over my knee. From here, flex the right toes firmly, draw the toes towards the face, and then take a big breath in to lengthen forward, and a big breath out to try to fold just a little deeper. Good. Two more big breaths in and out. One more inhale. Steady exhale breath. Beautiful. I'm going to spin myself around for this next part. From here, inhale breath back to low lunge. So you re-bend into the front knee, reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands to heart center, so palms will touch again. Lean forward, lengthen through the spine, and then hook your left elbow any amount outside of the right thigh. Hands are still at prayer. Squeeze your butt, draw your belly in, and then press into the palms to rotate the right shoulder back and deepen into your twist. Good. Two more big breaths here. One more in. And a big breath out. Good. Nice and gently release. Both hands down to the ground. We'll tuck the back toes to lift the back knee. Look forward and slowly step to the top of the mat. The left foot will step up to meet the right. Take a halfway lift, draw the shoulders back, belly in, and then exhale to fold deeply in half. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, look up, guide the palms to touch. Exhale to fold forward, nice soft knees as you bow. Good. Take a halfway lift, draw the shoulders back, draw the belly in. Exhale to fold. Once again, we'll come to fingertips, this time just stepping the right foot all the way back and lowering the back knee. Option to place a little bit of cushioning underneath the right knee if you like. The arms will reach up and overhead into our low lunge. And then just like before, we'll lift up out of the lunge a little, squeeze your right butt cheek on, draw your belly in, and then start to sink down just a little deeper. Keep that right glute squeezing to open through the front of the right hip. Shoulders draw back and down. Take an inhale, lift up a little taller. And then exhale, cactus the arms. So both arms out to 90 degrees, fingers spread wide, shoulder blades squeeze together to lift through the center of the chest. This is plenty, but if you want more, look for that clasp behind the back, but see if you can find the grip that feels a little unfamiliar, a little funky. And then suction the palms together, shoulders draw back and down, finding any amount of lift through the center of the chest. If you've been sitting for a lot of today, this should feel pretty good or pretty bad, depending on how you look at it. One more big breath in, big breath out. Releasing through the arms, reach up nice and high. And let your exhale take you to half Hanuman. Straightening into the front leg, shifting the hips back and folding forward with the option of placing something underneath one or both of your hands. Maybe sliding the front heel forward just a little bit and then flex your toes. So anytime you want to open through the back of the leg, you want to make sure the front of the leg is engaged. So toes flexed, quad is nice and strong. As we inhale, heart towards toes, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold in a little deeper. One more full breath in, full breath out. Popping your block or your prop off to one side if you used it. Rebend into the front knee. Sweep the arms up and overhead. And then gently, palms come to touch at heart center. So from here, inhale to lean forward, lengthen through your spine. And then exhale, hook your right elbow any amount outside the left thigh. Hands will stay at prayer. Inhale, lengthen a little through the spine. Exhale, press into the palms to peel back your left shoulder. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. Well done. Nice and gently release your twist. Both hands land to the ground. Let's tuck our back toes under. Pick up the back knee, look forward and gently step to the top of the mat. Right foot meets the left. Take a halfway lift, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, rise to stand, press through both feet, reach up, look up, grow nice and tall as the palms touch. And then exhale to fold forward, nice soft knees as you do. Take a halfway lift, shoulders back, belly in. Exhale to fold. This time we'll plant our hands and step back to high plank. One foot at a time, shoulders stack above the wrist. Again, it's your choice if you're feeling feisty to keep the knees lifted or set the knees down and untuck the toes. Press the ground away. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Lower all the way to the belly, nice and slow. So from here, untuck the toes if they're not already, press the tops of the feet down firmly, and then reach the arms back behind you. The palms will face down, the thumbs will point out. Tops of the feet press down, glutes, butt cheeks, squeeze on. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the arms back behind you, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to lower all the way to the belly. Twice more with breath. Inhale, lift the chest, reach back. Exhale to lower all the way down. Last time, inhale, breath, lift up. And exhale will lower you all the way down, nice and slow, beautiful. Hands underneath your shoulders, sliding back to child's pose. Press the ground away, hips towards the heels, fingertips reaching out and front. And just pausing there for a moment in your child's pose, in your Mulasana. And send a few deep breaths right into the belly. Big inhale. And softening exhale. And in your child's pose, can you imagine you're sending breath up into the back ribs, into the side ribs and the front ribs. Nice, full, deep, full body breaths here. Good. Just one more in. And one more out. Now, if you're having a fabulous time, please feel free to stay in child's pose for as long as you like. Otherwise, we'll make our way to downward facing dog again as soon as you feel ready. As always, you can take rest whenever you like here. You can add in little extra bits if you've been doing a little bit of yoga and you have something you'd like to practice. Otherwise, following along, taking whatever you like. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. From here, inhale to raise your right leg up high. This is our three-legged dog. Kicking through the heel, flexing the right toes firmly. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, bend through the right knee, hug the heel towards your hip, and then start to lift the right knee towards the ceiling, peeling open your hip. As you find this shape, can you start to guide the left heel down towards the earth a little more? Take one more breath in. Big breath out. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Extend through the right leg. Come high onto the ball of your left foot. Draw the knee to the nose. Look forward and softly step your foot in between your hands. Good. From here, we're in our runner's lunge. So you're on fingertips. And then your back leg is super strong, like you're on the starting blocks. If you've got sticky hamstrings, it might feel nice to place a block underneath one or both your hands, just like we did before. We're going to work a little more into the front hamstring now. Take a big breath in, sink the hips a little, draw the shoulders back. As you exhale, start to straighten the front leg any amount, doesn't matter how much. Twice more with breath. Inhale, re-bend through the front knee, heart forward. And then exhale, straighten through the front leg, nice and slow. Last time, big breath in. And then a big breath out, pausing in your pyramid pose for just one more inhale. One more exhale. Well done. Now re-bend the front knee. If you used your block, pop it to one side. And then look between your legs. Make sure the feet are about hip width apart. So you want to think train tracks rather than tightrope. And then take a soft bend into your back knee, just a little baby bend, as we press the ground away and lift up to stand into our crescent lunge. So just like low lunge, but with the back knee lifted. Front knee is over the ankle. Left glute, left butt cheek is squeezing on. Take a big breath in. Exhale to sink down just a little bit. Good. One more full inhale breath. Steady exhale. Nice and slowly ground the back foot down and open the arms out into your warrior two. So the back foot should be about parallel with the back of your mat. Front toes point straight ahead. And as you sink deeper into the front knee, you're trying to guide the front knee in line with your pinky toes. So you feel the hips open up here a little bit. Shoulders drop back and down as the chest lifts. One more big inhale. Exhale to sink down just a little deeper. Inhale, flip the front palm, place the left hand to the left thigh and straighten the front leg as you reach the right arm up and back, our reverse triangle. Linger here for a moment, squeeze your left glute and press away through your front big toe to lengthen more through your right side waist. One more full breath in. Exhale brings you back to a T shape with your arms. Keep the legs straight and then heel toe the back foot in just a little. You're lining up both heels in line with each other. Back foot is either parallel with the edge of the mat or pointing slightly forward. Front toes keep pointing ahead. This is our Trikonasana. We're going to slide our hips back, reach our fingertips forward. Try to keep your waist long. When you can't go any further, bring the right hand down to either the inside of your calf or tent the fingertips onto the top of your shin for a little more support. Left fingertips will reach up towards the ceiling and do your best here not to lock out the legs. So a little micro bend in the front knee, rotating the chest upward. Good. Just one more big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale nice and slowly back through center, reverse triangle just like before. Lift it up and back, and then exhale back to warrior two. So we shortened our stance before. We're going to lengthen it a little here. Heel toe the back foot back just a little bit, and then inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh, palm facing up, and reach the top arm up and overhead, palm facing down, our extended side angle. Now your back leg is nice and strong. You're rotating the chest upwards. And if you want to play around with a half bind here, bring the left hand gently to the low back. And you can even find a little more space, nuzzling the hand to the inside of the thigh if it's there for you. Otherwise, hand to the low back to peel back the top shoulder. Good. One more big breath in. Nice big breath out. Well done. If you've got the bind, release it. And then inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg. We reach up and back. Exhale to windmill both hands down to the earth. Frame your front foot. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. Simple twist. The left hand lands down. The right fingertips peel open. We're hugging in the front knee. We're peeling back the top shoulder. One more breath in. One more breath out. Nice and gently, both hands down. Look forward and slowly step your left foot up to meet your right at the top of the mat. Take a halfway lift. And an exhale to fold it deeply in half. Inhale, we'll rise to stand, reach up, look up, guide the palms to touch. And then exhale, drawing the hands into heart center. So from here, we're going to move into our tree pose, Vrikshasana. So looking down at your feet, look at the right foot and lift up all 5 of the right toes. Spread them out as far as you can and then land the toes back down to the earth. So nice, sturdy position with the foot. From there, we can find any placement on the left leg that feels good for you. Placement number 1 is you can bring the heel of the left foot to the right calf and use the left big toe still on the earth, acting like a little kickstand as you draw the left knee out wide. If you want more of a balance challenge, bring the whole foot to the inside of the calf. Even more, use your left hand to guide the left foot to the inside of your right thigh. So always above or below the knee joint. Try to never press on the knee joint itself. From here, set your drishti. So what yogis call a drishti is a gaze, a point straight ahead that's not moving, that you can focus all your attention on to keep your balance. And if you fall out, no biggie, just jump back in. I remember when I first started practicing, I found this insanely challenging, and it is. I'm not quite used to standing on one leg, but notice all these little movements, all the ways that your body, that your foot is learning to catch you here. Just one more breath in. One more breath out. Nice, and slowly releasing the left foot down to the earth. Let the shoulders draw back and down, let the palms face forward. Tadasana, our mountain pose. Take a deep, unifying breath in. And a clearing breath out. Inhale, breath, let's sweep the arms up and overhead, palms touch. Exhale, breath, fold forward over soft knees, back down. Now take a halfway lift, lengthen out through the spine. As you exhale, if you're feeling pretty smoked, please feel free to rest in child's pose or take it back to down dog. Otherwise, try this modified chaturanga to upward facing dog with me. We'll plant the hands and we'll step back to high plank. From here, lower the knees down and press the ground away firmly. We want to shift forward so our shoulders move past our wrists. Hug the elbows in and then untuck the toes as you lower down just until you feel your elbows touch your ribcage, so not very far. Inhale, straighten the arms, draw the chest forward and through, and then press the tops of the feet down to lift the thighs off the earth, any amount. Keep pressing the ground away. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower the knees down, child's pose, hips to heels. To rest for as long as you like. Otherwise, meeting back in downward facing dog as you feel ready. Fingers spread nice and wide, toes tucked as the hips lift up and back. And just a couple of breaths here in down dog. Remember, fingers are spread wide, fingertips are plugging down, pressing the ground away. It's nice to find a soft bend into your knees in down dog, so you can tilt your tailbone upward and then press the ground away more to lengthen through the spine. From this position, inhale, left leg lifts, our 3-legged dog. Kick strong through the heel and then bend the knee, heel in towards your butt, as you start to peel open the hip, drawing knee to the ceiling and heel hugging in close. Take a big breath in. Stay for your breath out. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick the left leg high. Come high onto the ball of your right foot. Knee to your nose to step the foot between the hands. Now, if it doesn't quite make it, use your hand to shuffle it forward. So we've got our knee over our ankle. Remembering with sticky hamstrings, grab a block or anything that you've got to bring the earth a little higher. And then fire up your back leg like you're on the starting blocks. Inhale to sink the hips, draw the heart forward. Exhale, start to straighten the front leg any amount. Twice more. Big breath in, sink the hips down, heart draws forward. Exhale, we straighten any amount. Last time, big breath in. And then exhale to send it back. Hold there for just one more inhale. Release through the neck, exhale. And then gently bend into the front knee, block off to one side. And then make sure if you look between your legs that the feet are hip width apart, even a little wider if you find crescent lunge a little bit wobbly. Take a soft bend into the back knee and then press the ground away to rise to stand, our crescent lunge. So the bend in the back knee allows us to lengthen the spine down to keep our spine nice and long. Our right glute, our right butt cheek is squeezing on. Our arms are reaching up, our fingertips are active, but our shoulders are softening down away from the ears. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. To warrior two, so ground your back foot down and then open out through the arms. Have a little look at the feet, make sure the back foot is parallel with the side of the mat, front toes point forward, and then as you sink into the front knee, guide it to the left in line with the pinky, feel the hips open up and squeeze your butt to keep it in place. One more breath in, one more breath out. Flip the front palm, straighten your front leg, right hand to right thigh to reach up and back for reverse triangle. Pause here for a moment, right glute squeezes on as we press the ground away through the front foot and lean back to stretch. One more breath in. Exhale back to center. As we set up for triangle pose, heel toe the back foot in just a little bit. Shorter stance for triangle. Heels will line up, hips slide back, fingertips will reach forward when you can't go any further. Bringing the left hand down to the inside of the calf, reaching the right fingertips high, or maybe you temp the fingertips onto the shin. If you're going for that option, just make sure you're not pressing too much weight on the shin to lock out the knee. Top shoulder opens up as the belly draws in. One more big inhale. Steady exhale. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press down to reach up and back just like before. And then exhale back to warrior two, where we rebend the front knee and then lengthen our stance a little. Heel toe the back foot back just a touch. Inhale, breath to reach forward. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh, palm facing up. Right arm reaches up and over, palm facing down. And you'll notice you haven't got quite enough of a long stance if your knee isn't stacked over the ankle. If it's traveling forward, you might need to lengthen the stance just a little bit. And if you played with a half bind on the other side, this time the right hand comes back and around to find the low back, or see if you can nuzzle it in to find the inner thigh, using that leverage to dial back the top shoulder. One more breath in. Big breath out. Gently releasing any binds, reach the right arm up, reverse triangle. Press down through the front foot to reach up and back, inhale. Exhale to windmill, both hands down. Frame the front foot, spin onto the ball of the back foot as we find simple twist. So our left hand lands down and our right fingertips peel open. So just a nice gentle twist through the spine here, peeling our top shoulder back and our bottom shoulder forward. One more big breath in, big breath out. Nice and gently, left hand down to frame the front foot, look forward and softly step to the top of the mat. Right foot will meet our left. Take a halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale to fold in deeply. Inhale, rise to stand. Press the ground away, reach up, look up, palms touch. Exhale to guide hands to heart center. So from here, setting up for our tree on the second side, final side, last bit of standing work. Look down at your left foot, lift up all 5 of the left toes, spread them apart as much as you can, and then land them back down to the ground. From there, your choice of where you place the right leg. You might use your big toe as a kickstand, guiding the foot to the inside of the calf, either bringing the foot up into the calf, or maybe challenge the balance by using your hand to guide the foot to the inside of your thigh. Remember, always above or below the knee joint. And then setting your drishti, your gaze, one point ahead that's not moving. And this time you might change up your branches of your tree a little bit. You might reach up and overhead. You might bring hands to prayer overhead. Bring the arms out wide to the side. Anything that feels good. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Nice and gently, hands back to heart center. Allow the right foot to release back down to the ground. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale to sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, breath, we fold forward here. Final time. Take a halfway lift, lengthen out. As you exhale and fold, you're still feeling like you've got a little energy left and you want to take a final flow. Feel free to move through any of the variations that we went through. Otherwise, you're simply going to step the feet back to downward facing dog and pause there. If you're moving through flow, through low cobra or upward facing dog, even rolling cobra or cat-cow, take your time, let it feel good. And if you're pausing in down dog, press the ground away, soften through the knees. One more big inhale breath. Big exhale. Nice and gently lower the knees down from here. Finding child's pose for just a moment, but this time bring the knees close together. Sink the hips back towards the heels and then drape the arms beside the body. Palms will face up. If the head doesn't quite touch the earth, you can place a block or a cushion or anything underneath the head there just to give the neck a little bit of support. But as you soften here into this shape, let the arms go super relaxed and then allow the shoulder blades to spread gently across the upper back. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Nice and gently, hands underneath our shoulders. We're going to press ourselves up to a seat from here. So either a cross-legged seat or a kneeling seat. I really recommend, if you feel kind of rounded under in either of those seats, to take a seat. Say seat one more time, maybe. Take a seat on a block, just so that we can find a really nice tall spine. I promise it makes a big difference for this next stretch. I like to sit in a cross-legged position with a block, in a kneeling position with a block, but you might choose to bring the legs out in front cross-legged. Whatever you're going for here, shoulders draw back and down, interlace the fingers behind your back, and make that fist that we made before in class. So palms will suction towards, or suction together. So once you've got that clasp, suctioning the palms together, draw the fist over towards your right side waist and nuzzle it in there nice and close. So you've got the fist right in towards the right side waist, and then you're guiding the right elbow in as well, so locking it into place. From here, inhale to lengthen through the spine, and then exhale to guide the right ear down towards the right shoulder. I'm not sure if my camera is flipping or mirroring or not, but if you're unsure, you're drawing the ear down to the shoulder where the fist is. So stretching down the opposite side of the neck. And for me, I kind of hit my sweet spot when I look down just a little bit. So you might slowly start to explore your gaze here. It's up to you. If it feels good as you are, then pause there. And just one more big breath in. Steady breath out. Nice and gently guide the head and neck back into center. Release your grip, just roll the shoulders out a little, shake the hands out. And then when you find that grip again, find that awkward, unfamiliar grip. Palms together, shoulders back, and then guide the fist over to your left side waist. Nuzzling in as close as you can. Left elbow draws in as well. Inhale, breath, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, breath, guide the left ear down towards the left shoulder. And then just pause there for a moment, either in stillness or switching out your gaze a little bit to find a different or deeper stretch. Notice the breath here as well. Can you take slow, steady, and deep breaths to offer a little more support and a little more space? One more big inhale breath. Big exhale. Nice and gently guide the head and neck back to center. Release your grip, roll the shoulders back and down. If you're on a block or a prop, pop it off to one side and keep it close. And then shift the hips to one side as you extend the legs out in front of you. We'll just take one forward fold here, so extending the legs out in front, and you might use your block or cushion again here if, like that seat, you find yourself kind of rounding. If that's the case, pop the block underneath the sit bones, legs out in front, soft bend into the knees, so we're not locking out, but definitely big flex in the toes. You're trying to draw the toes towards the face. Draw your belly button in and up, and then inhale, breath to sweep the arms up and overhead, lift the chest. As you exhale, start to lean forward any amount. As soon as you feel your spine rounding, go with it. Just let the head and neck relax. I find often it's super tempting in these shapes to try and push or pull or find more. I mean, you can find a grip on the legs if that feels good for you, but focus more than anything on the breath. So as you inhale, notice how you can let the spine lengthen a little more. And as you exhale, you can find a little more depth. Just 3 more breaths like that. In and out. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Let the head and neck relax and release just a little here. Let the shoulders soften. And then slowly peel yourself back up into a seat. Take your time. As you do, if you've got a block underneath you, pop it off to one side. And we're going to shuffle ourselves forward so we've got enough room to come on down. Before we do, slide your hands to the tops of your shins, round the feet. Inhale, breath, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, round through the spine, draw your chin towards your chest. Just twice more. Inhale, breath, lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades. And then exhale, we'll round through the spine, chin to chest. Last time, big breath in, lift up. Big breath out to round through the spine. Pause, let the shoulder blades spread apart, let the spine round. Take one more breath in. And then exhale, bring the knees with you as you slowly roll all the way down into the back. Cuddle the knees to the chest, little rock from side to side. And then to finish up here, just like we did at the beginning of class, let's find that figure 4 stretch. So you'll set the left foot down, right heel kicks to the ceiling, and then place the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Just like before, this might be where you stay. This might feel like it's quite enough. If you feel like you've got more space again, or maybe this round you've got more space, reach the hands through, either gripping the back of the left thigh or the front of the shin. You're trying to keep the tailbone grounded down, shoulders grounded. If the head feels like it's lifting off, again, you can place a cushion or a block underneath the head to give yourself a little bit of support. One more big breath in here. Hug it in a little closer, breath out. Nice and gently releasing what you've got there to switch it over. Right foot lands down, left heel kicks up towards the ceiling, left ankle to right thigh.
Press the left thigh to the front of the room. Either pause there or thread the hands through to draw back and find your grip. Tailbone grounds down, shoulders relax. And keeping a nice big flex through the left toes, the leg that's on top, to keep our knees safe here. Good, just one more full breath in. Full breath out. Nice and gently release. Pop both feet down to the ground. Remove any blocks that you've got. Arms wide to a T. Gentle windscreen wide with the knees from side to side. And a soft rinsing through the spine. Take it as slow or as quick as you like. If you want to linger on one side for a couple of breaths before you take it through to the other side, please feel free. Just one more big breath in wherever you are. Big breath out. Nice and gently hug knees in towards your chest. Give yourself one final squeeze. And then start to make your way down to Shavasana. So the way that we began. Legs nice and long. Arms extended nice and wide. Shoulders draw back and down. If you'd rather take these final few moments of class in a seated meditation, please feel free. Some people prefer a seat, that's totally cool. Otherwise, chilling out on the floor here. And just allow yourself to soften completely from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. Let's take a big and unifying breath in. And a clearing breath out. And see if you can really relax here. Let the shoulders ground down to the earth. Let the legs relax and be soft. The feet will gently flop out to the side. And this is exactly the way that we began our practice. Grounded to the floor, grounded to the earth. Allowing for a real state of ease, of relaxation in the physical body. And as you find this state of softness, of ease, draw your awareness back to the breath, just like we began. This time, no need to take conscious control of the breath, just allow it to do its thing, nice and slow, nice and steady, nice and soft. But still notice that felt sensation of the breath, particularly here in Shavasana. And the lightness and space as you breathe in, softness and ease as you breathe out. Knowing that it's not a super long time in Shavasana, just really a few moments, can you allow yourself to really relax, to let go. And to feel the spaciousness you've created, body and mind here. Allowing the slow and steady rhythm of breath to guide you a little deeper into your experience. Rest here now and I'll guide you out when it's time. And before you invite movement into your body, just offer a little gratitude for your practice here. Whatever that is for you. With all of this craziness that's going on outside, it's pretty epic that we can still move this way, that
Your body can still move this way. You can still find a little bit of space. And if you're ready, take a few slow and deep breaths and start to bring some small movements back in. So a little wriggle through the fingers, a little wriggle through the toes. If you're super happy chilling on your back and you'd like to stay there for longer, please feel free. Rest for as long as you like. Otherwise, you might take a nice big stretch, reaching up and overhead, pointing through the toes, making yourself lovely and long. And you'll hug the knees in towards your chest, give yourself a little cuddle, a little squeeze. And either rolling over to one side and giving yourself just a moment or two there. Or as you're ready, you can simply rock on up to a comfortable seat. And we'll meet there with eyes closed down or gaze soft. As you bring hands to heart center, so palms touch into Anjali Mudra. It's a symbolic gesture of gratitude and of connection. We'll seal our practice all together with a deep and unifying breath in. And a clearing breath out. Guiding the thumb tips to the third eye center, that space just in between your eyebrows. As we bow our heads and say to each other, Namaste. Nice work, guys. If you're still resting, if you're still chilling out, please feel free to kind of sleep or rest for as long as you like. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that was what you needed. If you've got any requests as well for things that you want to do or styles of yoga that you'd like to work through, please let me know. That's kind of a vinyasa sort of flow, but I'm happy to kind of move through anything. We could even do a yin class if you'd like something a little more chill as well. So yeah, let me know.
Is it possible to do a yin class? Because I think a lot of us probably don't have blocks, and can you do yin without a block?
We can, yeah. If you've got cushions in the house, like anything like this or anything that you have, that can be helpful. It's kind of more limited into the different postures that we can do, but we can definitely still do yin for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that as well. And then the stay with it the rest of the meeting.
Okay. I will see what everyone else. I've never done a yin class before, so whatever Elena and everyone else thinks.
Yeah,
that was really great.
Yeah, it's super chill. It's nice, especially so with vinyasa or with a more physical practice like that, you're stretching the muscle and building a little bit of strength, which is great. With yin, it's opening up the fascia around the muscles as well. So it's a different sort of opening. It helps you to find more flexibility for your practice. So we could even alternate if you wanted as well. Both of them are really great to do. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was really good. Thanks so much, Amy.
You're so welcome. And Elena, please feel free to email me if you have any requests or any other things, and any playlist requests or anything like that. Yeah.